Hi, I'm Reuben Lerner. If you're like me, your programming work involves a lot of text processing. And one of the greatest tools you can have in your text processing arsenal is regular expressions, sometimes known as regexps. The thing is, regex are famously hard to learn. Famously, there's even an expression that you've probably heard of that if you have a problem and you're thinking of using regular expressions to solve them, well, now you have two problems. And everyone who uses regex sort of laughs at that because we know that the syntax is terse and weird. It's hard to get into them, it's hard to understand them, it's hard to debug them. And yet, those of us who have gotten over that learning curve, who've managed to start using regular expressions, know that they are incomparable when it comes to solving text processing problems. You want to search for things, you want to replace things, you want to extract things from text. They're incredibly, incredibly useful, powerful, and efficient. But it takes time to learn them, and it takes even more time to internalize them. And I know this because I went through that myself. When I first started programming, people told me I should learn regular expressions, and I tried to do that and failed because they were so complex. Several years later, when I started programming in Perl, I saw them and I started trying to use them, but I wasn't very successful. And it was only when I started to use them again and again, tried, failed, and then tried again, did I really manage to internalize how regular expressions work and why they're such a useful and powerful tool for programmers to know. I want to help you learn and understand regular expressions. The goal of Makes Regexp, my new book with the seemingly unpronounceable title, Practice Makes Regexp is 50 exercises that I've used in my programming classes around the world. I teach programming all over at companies like Apple, HP, Cisco, VMware, EMC, PayPal, and I teach their programmers how to use various languages and technologies better. And over the years, I've found that certain exercises work very well to force people to think and to learn and to internalize regular expressions better than they can do on their own. My goal is to accelerate that learning process, to help you go through what I sometimes call controlled frustration. You will use regular expressions again and again and again in the 50 exercises that I provide in my book. You will go through them. You will sometimes get it and you will sometimes not. And then after hitting your head against the wall and getting frustrated, you might have that aha moment and you might have to look at the answers that I provide. But the answers that I provide not only give you the answer, they allow you to understand how and why we would use different tools in the regex toolbox to achieve your text processing goals. My goal is for you to understand them, internalize them, and be able to use them in your own work, solve problems faster, better, and more efficiently than you can currently do. Now, my book is not meant to teach you regular expressions. It is meant to take you as someone who has already started to use them and to improve and internalize your knowledge. The answers in my book are provided in 4 different programming languages. 4 languages that I know and use, and that I'm sure that many of you use as well. Python, Ruby, JavaScript, and the PostgreSQL database. I even have a few exercises that use the grep command line program that we know from the Unix and Linux shell. Practice is the only way that you're going to get fluent, and by going through the exercises in my book, you will gain fluency in regular expressions and be able to apply them in your work, become a more efficient and valuable member of your team, or if you're a consultant, a more valuable advisor to your clients. I invite you to look at Practice Makes Regexp, either by buying the book, or by trying, if you're not sure yet, the free 5-part email course that I'm offering. If you subscribe to this email course every day for the course of 5 days, actually every other day, you will get a new regular expression exercise from the book, Practice Makes Regexp. You will try it. You'll have 24 hours to try it until the answer comes. And then another question, another answer, and so on and so forth, for a total of 5 exercises. There's no obligation. If you want to try these exercises, I encourage you and hope that you will try them and enjoy them and learn something from them. And if you want to learn even more, another 45 exercises are waiting for you in the book, Practice Makes Regexp. I would be delighted to hear from you personally via email or on Twitter with any responses, suggestions, ideas, or reactions you have to the book or the exercises. And I look forward to hearing from you and to you improving your regexp abilities.